G'day guys, we're back, just on the way to the terminal. Bit of a culture shock coming to Adelaide. Usually it's only to either race or socialise at a pub and that. Said hello to a couple of people as they walked past and got funny looks. It's a bit weird. Yeah, so looking forward to get to Darwin. It's about 15 degrees here. I had my jumper and trackies on the way here, just took them off. It's a bit cold, but hopefully it's nice and warm inside. But yeah, can't wait to get to Darwin, get in the sun. 30 degrees, up in the 90s in the humidity, so I don't know how I'm going to go riding. I'll probably be sweating my ring out a bit, I reckon. But yeah, see what happens. Got here a bit early. I've already walked the terminal. Usually by now I'd be in the Cooper's bar having a beer, but don't really feel like spending 18 bucks a beer. Plus, if I have a couple now, I'll probably have a few more on the plane and I'll be buckled by the time I get to Darwin. So I sat my ass as far away from the bar as possible, and yeah, I'll just do it tough, I suppose. Alright guys, I'm at Steve's place, just doing the last things to the bike. Had a couple of little issues. The chain wasn't the right length with these sprockets, so I didn't have a chain breaker, so I had to go get one of them. And I've got to put a new tyre on. I didn't have any tyre levers, so I went and bought some tyre levers as well. So I'll get onto that soon, but I just want to, because the last time I rode it, I had issues with the carby, so I've gone through all that, but obviously I haven't been able to test it because the bike is up here. So I'm about to do the clutch in and give it a run, and hopefully it's going to be right. If not, I might have to just play with it. But I've only got a little bit of methanol here, so hopefully it's all good. Yeah, and we'll go from there. Well, that was good. The bike started pretty easily. Didn't want to rev it too high and piss off the neighbours. And I'm out of methanol now, so I won't know 100% until I'm at the track, but it definitely sounds really good, so I'm pretty happy. Bit worried about the float level on the bowl. I can't adjust it now because I haven't got any methanol. I just have to be, if I leave it, I've got to be careful, because it will, if I don't turn my fuel off after each race, it can flood the inlet manifold, wash the piston out, and then you could potentially seize the motor up. So got to be careful about that, but I might have a play around at the track. It's sort of a tough one because you don't really want to be taking the bowl off at the track and getting shit in there. So see how we go. Yeah, other than that, I'm happy. So I'm going to change the oil at the track, and I might do first practice on this and then change the oil, and yeah, see what happens. Hopefully we'll get it practice. Should be good. See you at the track. G'day guys, just got to Northline, having a look at the track. Looks pretty good. Both tracks looking good. They're just giving the solo track a bit of a grade now. A little bit wet in spots, but it's going to well and truly dry out and have to be rewarded, so nothing to worry about. Yeah, looks like fun. Not sure about practice. I think I'll get a practice. Usually I'm not a big fan of them, but I'm not sure with this carby and the humidity and the jetting that I'm running, so it's probably best, or gearing. So I'll go out and give it 1 or 2 laps just to see where we're at. And yeah, hopefully have a good night. Don't want to do anything too crazy. This is a bit of a holiday, so no point being stupid. Yeah, you'd think like a track with no fence would be pretty safe, but I don't know. I think there's about a 2 metre drop off from the outside of the bike track to the pole line of the car track, and I reckon if you come off that embankment at speed, you're going to get airborne, and yeah, be interesting. Be a bit hairy, so let's not find out. See you in a bit.
she's been a hectic night. It's the first chance I've been able to do a video. Got all wins, went out for practice and the bike wasn't running right. Carby was playing up, we think. Went out for the first race, didn't have time to fix it and managed to get the win still. But yeah, she was pretty rough. GoPro mount broke, so I only just got a GoPro on for that last one. So we had 3 heats. I won all of them. They do the feature by marble draw, and I got gate 2, so that's not too bad. I would have preferred to be able to pick gate 1 because she's that rock hard. I've never seen a start line that slick. So yeah, there's a bit of a technique to get out the gate here. I haven't done too many changes. Same gearing all night. I've just put a bigger jet in. I've gone from a 200 to a 215, and I've got a fresh edge on, and I've shortened it up a little bit, so that should make it, because I've got to try and get the jump. I think it's going to be pretty hard to bloody pass on this track, so you know what I'm like at gating, so it's going to be tough. But yeah, hopefully shorten it up will just get me to the first corner first. It might be a bit harder to ride, but yeah, we'll deal with that when we get there. But the track's actually real nice, it's smooth. Bike feels good, so yeah, I was thinking about going down a tooth, but I don't know, it just feels alright. So yeah, we'll go from there, see what happens. G'day guys, just a rundown on Darwin. I'm back in South Australia where it's cold and wet, which is awesome. Yeah, had a good weekend, managed to get the win. Had issues at the start, that's why I didn't get too much filming done. I was just sort of under the pump a bit. The carby was missing, well we think it was the carby. After my second one, because there wasn't much of a break between my practice and the first one, after the second one, Glenn and Kurt Baxter went through my whole carby while I did the other stuff to get the bike ready. Didn't really see anything wrong with it besides maybe the float level, but just put it back together for the next one. And I changed the spark plug, but it didn't sound like a spark plug to me. And then it was sort of better. It wasn't ideal, it still missed a bit down low, but up high it was good, so we just left it, and yeah, it got me through the night. So I've checked the float level again recently, and it seemed to be still a little bit out, so I've adjusted it to where it should be right. I'm just got to put it all back together and then try and build up a bike to chuck it on to get it running, to test it. Yeah, so that's my job for the next week. Yeah, and then once I got the bike right, it was just all about making the start. The track was really slick. The starting line was really slick. Like, I'd never seen a starting line that slick before. It didn't leave ruts or anything, so it was all technique to get out the gate, which isn't great for me because I'm pretty useless at getting out the gate. But I managed to sort of jump with them and then sort of just hang off the bike a bit to get them drive to get the whole shot. Once you're sort of leading, coming out the second corner, as long as you don't make a mistake, you should be right. And that was basically my plan in the final. Had Popey on the inside, knew he was going to be pretty much impossible to pass if he got in front. So it was all in the first corner, and we were sort of side by side, and he sort of was pushing me up the track a little bit, and I just managed to try and get my wheels in line as quick as possible and hang off the back and get a bit of drive. And then, yeah, once I got to the third corner in front, I was just, I'm hugging the pole line. I could hear him gaining on me coming into the corner, but I didn't want to sort of panic too much and, overcook it and then drift wide. So I was just concentrating on sort of hitting that apex halfway around the corner, and then sort of making sure I'm fast on the exit. And then the only way past me is either through me or around me, and there's no way he's going around me on that surface. So yeah, just tried to not make a mistake and brought it home for the win. So that's about it. Big thanks to the Baxters for helping me out, Hutchie for keeping my bike, couldn't do it with those guys, Bursons for sending the bike up, big thanks to them, Josh from Murray Bridge, and even Bursons in Darwin, because it went to those guys to get picked up. And Glenn Baxter's found me a sponsor to help out with flights to do more meetings, Trojan Contracting, so big thanks to those guys. It's not cheap getting up there, especially the next meeting. We're only going to do a couple. I booked for the last one, and we're going to do one of the other ones in between. But now they've jumped on board, we're going to try and do as many as we can. The next meeting's school holidays, so the flights are super dear. But yeah, I think there's 4 meetings to go, so we're going to aim to try and do all of them. But if not, we'll definitely do 3. So yeah, big thanks to those guys. It's unreal. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I'll talk to you guys when I'm back in Darwin, where it's nice and warm. See ya.